Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? I am Coach Tina Ramsay, the host of the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast, and we are doing it up with the WYN speakers. This is a special edition where the WYN conference speakers of Dubai is taking over the Tina Ramsay Show. So you're going to have some of the best in the industry sharing their expertise and knowledge with all of you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and kick off this Dubai and do the intro for them and then hit the intro for the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast. So as always, it's not time for Netflix and chill. It's time for the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast. So get your children, get your loved ones, and go get on the couch with your beverage and your snack because we're about to have a good time. See you in a moment.
Next on the Tina Ramsay Show, we'll be interviewing the WYN Conference Dubai Speakers International. Tune in this Thursday, Friday, and Tuesday, starting at 5 p.m. EST on the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast.
Welcome to the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast, a show to motivate you and introduce you to celebrities, authors, singers, coaches, and standout entrepreneurs that are making a positive impact in the world. Men and women coming together to share knowledge, having upbuilding conversations centered around business, wellness, and life. We connect you with some amazing people and opportunities. It's your time to shine, and we help you do that. We love sharing your stories of success and spotlighting you, the entrepreneur. We love to laugh. We love to smile. We love to celebrate you, and we love having fun. So go grab a seat, get a snack, and don't forget your beverage. It's time for you to come share, shine, and grow. Yes, this time for the Tina Ramsay Show. Let's get started with your host, Coach Tina Ramsay. And just like that, we are back, and I come with friends. Oh my goodness. Now you remember I said this is international? Well, it truly is. And I'm going to let you see the beautiful guests that we have on today, and you're going to get to know them one by one. So let me bring all of them on so you can see us all together in our beautifulness. So everyone just say hello. All right, we're going to see each and every one of these beautiful faces in a moment. But first up, we have Basuda. You is up first, dear. So Leotine and Patricia, we're going to see you in a moment, okay?
Okay.
All right. Welcome, Basuda. I am so happy to have you. Let everybody know where you're from.
Thank you, Tina. This is such an amazing experience. I am Basuda Modak. I'm speaking from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Welcome. And this is what I absolutely love about this conference because it's bringing great minds from all over the world together in order to impact the world with good. Now, for those of you who may not know what the WYN Conferences is all about, it's about bringing great minds together, just like Basuda, Patricia, and Leotine together, all in one place to share about health, life, physical science, engineering, social studies, businesses, and so much more. So we encourage you to go to the WYNconferences.com and learn more about it today. But without further ado, let me just get on in because your topic, your presentation. Hey, Sandy, thank you for sharing. All right, so your topic is going to be about, artificial intelligence to attain the SDGs. Huh? What's that about? Tell us what's that about, okay?
It's all about merging technology and sustainability in a simple way.
Mhm.
It's a long story, long back. The minute that my father always says that the minute that you take your first step into the life of your dreams, the first to greet you there will be fear, not, and keep walking. That's exactly what I did. And how did I do it is what I'm here to speak about today. To
I
all the viewers listening in, if I tell you that there is a way to save drinking water, there is a tool to identify and remove invasive species growing in your homes, in your community. There are things that you can easily use for air quality monitoring. There are tools to detect little fake drugs that are killing teens and young adults, and also apps to help lonely kids connect. Isn't that all our aim as moms, as women who are trying to make a change?
Mhm.
This is what Technovision is all about.
Mm.
I am Basuda Modak. I am the chapter ambassador of Technovision Johannesburg, South Africa, which, for those of you who are right now Googling, you must know it's a global tech non-profit that empowers girls to become leaders, creators, and problem solvers. But at the back of my mind, it always ticks that how do I talk and create sustainability in the community that I stay in? To me and to every one of you listening in, sustainability in a simple way means meeting our own needs, but not in a selfish way, without compromising the ability of our future generations to meet their own needs. Our Technovision programs are designed to be extremely flexible so that we can align with the diverse community. For example, I am an Indian. I am staying in South Africa, and the community I work with is displaced, refugee, people on the sidelines of society. So there has to be a way for merging all of this together, and Technovision does exactly that.
Mm.
Like the topic of the show is, when I talk of artificial intelligence, normally I find, oh my goodness, it is so complicated. Let me Google. No, artificial intelligence is very simple. It is something that even a 6-year-old child is capable of doing and handling. What it actually is, it is a simulation of us, of our human intelligence by machines. Now,
Oh.
when I talk about artificial intelligence, what do we as humans do basically? We do decision making. Yes, no, okay, mama will do it tomorrow. Okay, this not today, okay, next year. So we are always doing planning. We are also doing problem solving, especially as women. All of us can understand this is a woman centric show. Every second we are multitasking, and even when we are listening in right now, we are thinking of something that we have to solve as soon as the show finishes. Problem solving.
Yes.
Second thing is our perception. How we see a problem and how a child sees a problem or an older generation sees a problem is absolutely different. That perception is also integrated into artificial intelligence. And finally, the most important part is understanding human communication. When we talk about communication, it's about not you and me speaking in English or our common language. Communication to me or to the artificial intelligence machine actually means comprehension, understanding what it has been fed and what the expected result should be. So, what it actually does is it combines innumerable amount of data because computers are used with fast processing and intelligent algorithms so that it appears as though actually it's not, it's still a machine. It appears as though the software is learning automatically from the patterns or features in the data.
Oh.
This is what artificial intelligence is. It's a very simple thing. And what does Technovision do? If we look at the sustainable development goal,
Mm-hmm.
all the goals, when we start our classes, we it is a community building operation. We take the whole community in the building. We found that it has the potential to accelerate the global efforts for protecting the environment, for conserving the resources, and doing everything using girls. The reason why I take girls is, let me tell you why I prefer bit more to girls.
Mm-hmm.
It's something to do with me being me as a woman growing up. I know how it felt being a girl in an organization for years alone. How much we need for building more girls into the community, giving them advantage because like Maya Angelou said, when we build a girl, we are not only building her now, we are also building all the future generations that are going to come to her. She's building the whole community. So that's why Technovision and specifically me, even though we have the thing for boys, I prioritize girls, especially from the disadvantaged community, because they have a way of understanding, they have that uncanny knowledge of understanding what their community problem is.
Mm-hmm.
And with the support of volunteer mentors, we are all volunteers and parents, girls work in teams to code mobile apps that address real world problem that as I speak I'm facing, problem that a backward community is facing. How we do that? We build a team. We brainstorm, share our workload, and cheer each other on. So, what are we actually doing? We are building a community of future leaders who are going to hold each other up. So, it's not only about technology that I'm talking about, I am also talking about a community of leaders who are going to take the world forward. So, we are building wholesomely a thing, a vision, like the vision I said, that dream that used to make me feel afraid, and I still keep trudging on. So that's what I'm doing. So, what it does, yeah, please tell
Well,
me.
Basuda, I really
Yes,
enjoyed everything that you're saying, and we don't want to give them too much information right now because
yes,
we want them to go to the Dubai Virtual Summit, which is the WYN conference that's going to be taking place December the 9th and the 10th. I love how you're bringing women together and, most importantly, empowering the young girls that can really truly change the trajectory of what we see if you teach the girls, right? And so,
yes.
what I would like to do right now is there any place where you would like ones to connect with you, a website, maybe your email, where they want to get more information from you? And then after that, we'll be going to a small commercial break and we'll be bringing on our next speaker.
Yes. To connect with us, go to Technovision Joburg, Technovision Girls Joburg Facebook page, Technovision Girls Joburg at gmail.com. And I'm also there at Basudha Modak Official.
Oh,
We
okay.
need every single girl, every single mentor who is right now in the show. And let us build a community of a future leaders who are unbreakable and unstoppable.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much,
Thank
Basuda, for
you,
coming
Tina.
on all the way from South Africa and sharing and letting us see that artificial intelligence don't have to be hard, right? So you're going to break it down for us
Yes.
even more so at the WYN conference, December the 9th and 10th. Make sure to check her out. And so what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a small commercial break and we're going to come back with another international speaker, which is amazing as well, which is going to be speaking, which is Leo 10. Oh, you listen. I love these names. We're going to have a good time with her. So let's take a commercial break and you can hang out in the backstage, Basuda, or you can watch us out on social media, however you want to do. But thank you so much for being a featured guest on our show today and sharing your knowledge with us. I appreciate you. Bye.
Thank you so much, Tina. It's wonderful. Look forward to connect again.
Yes, we
Bye.
have to. Bye.
Yes, bye.
And just like that, we are back. But I come along with another friend. It is a Leo team. Let's bring her on to the stage. How are you doing today?
I am great. Thank you.
Let everybody know where you're from. Let everybody know where you're located at because we are truly international today.
Yeah, all the way from Italy.
Woo! Welcome to the show. And I actually love your name of your business. I think it's so unique on the play on words what you did because it makes you think. I love when ones do things creative and it make you think. So you're actually going to be talking about at this event, the WYN conference, from empty nest to happiness, NEST, reconnect with your inner self, rediscover your long lost dreams to embrace the new stage in life with joy and fulfillment. So what made you decide to talk about this topic at the conference?
Because it is a topic really personal to me, as I've experienced the empty nest effect myself when my kids moved out. And all of a sudden, I was left to figure out what to do with myself, my time. And it was a period when I honestly felt lonely, lost, and especially that feeling from, oh, this is the end and it's never coming back. And that was a scary feeling. And it made me also realize that the empty nest is really underestimated, like an emotion, a feeling, especially by other women who are not yet in this stage of life. And this feeling of grief, of loneliness, the loss of purpose, of especially belonging, because you've been a mom for your whole life. And then all of a sudden, you're not a mom anymore. The moment you give birth, you become a mom. You go in the hospital as Leontine and you get out as the mom of. So, and that is often dismissed with, oh, lucky you, you have all the time for yourself. From other moms, we're still busy running around. And for many moms like me, it didn't feel like finally I have the time for myself. On the contrary, it felt like, it's really the end. And well, your life is over. Maybe it's a little bit exaggerated, but for many people, it feels like it. If you go on Facebook in Empty Nest Moms group, there's a lot of really depressed feelings and negativity. Because for decades, our and the identity was being a mom. And now what? you don't know anymore what you like, who you are, what is important for you. And especially you're kind of clueless where to go from here because it has been so normal. And I know you're a mom, and that it's that you very often put others first. You come last on the list if you're
All the time.
yeah,
All the time.
really dedication. But along the way, you're kind of losing yourself. You're get disconnected from your really inner feelings, and that combined with loneliness makes it really difficult to see new opportunities in this moment of your life and new beginnings. And that is how the idea started. I wanted to surround myself with women who were going through the same. I would like to help women to take charge of their own lives and help them find a new purpose, make them feel worthy outside of the mom sphere, and enabling them to put themselves first. And that's why I built the Happiness Community. It's a membership cross community for empty nest moms, not only to reconnect with themselves, to rediscover their long lost dreams, so they can embrace this new phase in life with joy and fulfillment, but also I think it's really important, the community part, that they know they're not alone and that they can gain support from others, get inspired by others, share their questions. And I started out with a free Facebook group, and that is called the Empty Nest Amazing New Chapter, because I wanted to give it a positive vibe. And I wanted to get out of the negativity. And you often read from, oh, my kids never call me and they're so spoiled. And I think that's not the way to go. And it's blaming, it's not taking action. And I think this transformation is important. It's crucial for empty nest moms, because if we're lucky and happy, then we still have many years ahead of us after our kids leave the nest. And it's so important, in my opinion, to redefine the value of your time to yourself, and not to end in a downward spiral of feeling empty, angry, lost. So, because once you start seeing new opportunities and you learn to say yes to yourself, and you really need, many of us need to learn that.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but it is. And it feels, in the beginning, it feels selfish because you're so not used. But starting doing something for you that brings your joy and personal fulfillment is not only impacting your own life, but it's also impacting the people around you. And most of all, because we stay a mom, we shift, but we are still a role model for our children. And I think it's really important to show them that every phase in life is wonderful, but you have to make it wonderful. There's nobody else doing it for you. And there's a lot of pressure on your children if you're sitting on the couch feeling depressed when they're leaving, and they are out there creating a new phase in life, a new start, and they're exploring, discovering, and we can do the same. And that's what I want to help. And in the Happiness, we have a success path you follow. There are different stages, different action steps, different milestones. And it is a transition from feeling lost and lonely to feeling joyful and fulfilled again. And I think it's really important to experience that life unfolds instead of ends once you open yourself up, and that every stage in life has its own beauty. And yeah, and life has to be lived to its fullest until you die, because it's a gift. And I'm really, I love to share that with other moms and help them to see it as well, because it changes your life. So yeah, I'm having this cross community and the free Facebook group, the Empty Nest Amazing New Chapter. They can sign up. You can find it on Facebook. On my website, there's more information about the community, and the website is www.yourhappiness.com.
Well, I absolutely love everything that you're doing. And I love that you're providing a safe haven. That's what I like to call it when I hear it, a safe haven for moms that just, you're right. As mothers, I'm a mom, and now my children, excuse me, my children are now teenagers, and I have one child that is my firstborn that's going to be graduating high school this year. So I'm feeling a little bit of it myself. I'm like, oh, my baby, you know what I'm gonna like do? Like, okay, mom, and they want to, and you don't want to hold them back from, you know, starting their new life. And I love the fact that you are really bringing to the forefront the, because many times we keep that to ourselves, the feelings of despair, that we're sad or different things like that, or feeling like we can't share. So I love the fact that you're providing a community where women can share this and say, hey, I felt that too, or I feel that too, but hey, it gets better. It's life after your children leaving, going off to college, starting their own lives. You're going to always be a part of your children's lives. It's just a different phase and how you can find your own voice. So thank you so much for coming on today. And tell them your website again, because I don't think
the website is www.yourhappiness.com. And actually, in this moment, I'm building an app, and there will be a lot of free information with tips about self-care, about how to fill your time, volunteering. And that will be live in January. And everybody is more than welcome in the free Facebook group, Empty Nest, Amazing New Chapter. And then they can kind of feel of how to be surrounded by like-minded women on the same journey. Thank you so much for having me on, and for your time, for the dedication, and for your show. A compliment.
Oh, you're welcome. I love bringing together great minds, amazing individuals that are making a positive impact in the world. The only requirement that we have over here at the Tina Ramsay Show is that it has to be someone who is making a positive impact. And everyone that has ever been a featured guest, they're doing something truly amazing. And I just want to be able to share that so people know that you are out there, so they can connect with you. Because at the end of the day, everybody needs somebody. You know, we all need somebody.
Right. Absolutely.
And I want you to spell the happiness, because they might spell it happiness the way that we're accustomed to spelling it in the Webster Dictionary, but you have a play on words. So make sure they find the right Facebook group when they go over there, because you spell it a little bit differently.
Yeah, that is HAPPINEST. So it's happy with an I and nest, and not happiness. So
yeah, like the nest, leaving the nest. So I want y'all to understand the right pronunciation so that you can spell it right. So you can, because there's a lot of happiness groups. That's not her.
No. It's about a happy nest.
All right.
But not happy with the Y, but the happy with the E.
So making sure they go to the right place. If it don't have nest, that's not our Leon team. You got to find the right one.
That's why the Facebook group is called Empty Nest, Amazing New Chapter. So there's no doubt.
Exactly. But I already know. I have a lot of moms that surround me, so they're gonna hear this, and I'm a mom too. So you will see me all over there, like, yes, my baby is graduating this year.
It's really just a big step, because it's a big step towards leaving your nest, and all those steps together. And then one day it's there, and I said, "Oh no,
what happened? You were just a baby." So I'm going through it at this moment. I'm happy, but yet I'm sad at the same time, because they don't need me as much as they used to. But it's a good thing. But in my mind, mother syndrome. So thank you so much for coming on.
The nice thing is that you can learn so much from them. So that's nice. That's
they teach me stuff every day, especially with this tech. So thank you so much for coming on. And we're going to have our next featured guest, which is the beautiful Patricia Joe. She is coming on, and she has some amazing things that she's actually doing as well. So thank you for coming on today, all the way from Italy. I love it. Bye. All right. So wasn't that amazing? I know it was. for all of you mothers that's out there that feeling it, I'm starting to feel it a little bit. So if you're feeling it a whole lot, we're both going to take ourselves over there, get the support that we need, right? Because self-care is not selfish. It's something that we need to do. Okay, so we're going to bring on the amazing Patricia. We're going to have somebody in the US of A because we had all the international grounds. And we're going to bring some more. We're going to bring some United States over here. All right. So welcome, Patricia. How are you?
Fantastic, Tina. So happy to be here with you guys.
Oh, I am ecstatic too, because we do similar to we do one of the same things, which is going to tell them about a little later. But also what you are talking about is at this event, which I think is amazing. You're going to be talking about retaking, reshaping, and remaking our futures as we rise above. Ooh, that is captivating. It makes you think, okay? And so I want you to tell me about what this Rise Above is, because you have a platform, right? Uh-oh, it looks like she's frozen. Okay, so maybe, oh, are you frozen? Okay, you're back now. Did you hear my question? Okay, technology. So
no, I didn't hear your question, hon.
Okay, so you're going to be talking about retaking, reshaping, and remaking our futures as we rise above. And so I want you to tell us a little bit why you chose that. And if I'm not mistaken, you have a platform that actually talks about rise above, right? So tell us about that, Patricia. Uh-oh, here we go again. Boy, they don't want us to learn about the rise up today. So when she comes back on, when her internet comes back on, I am going to just let her go ahead and talk. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and tell us about yourself. We're going to go ahead and just go ahead. I can see you and hear you. Go ahead.
There. Okay, so a little bit about, so my Rise Above is everything in my platform is Rise Above with Patricia Jo Grover. I have the Rise Above show. I do Rise Above Summit. I have Above anthology book series, and I have a new Rise Above project. It's a nonprofit. It's the Rise Above project, and it is just the most important thing to me is to be a positive impact on women who have been through domestic abuse situations and or trauma, as well as underprivileged individuals, to be able to provide them the soft skills and life skills that they may need to be able to move forward in a positive direction in their lives.
I love it, because you're right. I heard you say soft skills, and Patricia, that is so important in today, because although we're blessed and we have all this technology, but it took away some of our soft skills. And the new generation, they're not having conversations anymore. Everything through text messages, emojis, and reactions, gifts, like little clip videos, and they're losing that. So I love the fact that you're bringing those soft skills that are so important in communication, because you have to go back to simple communication in order to get things done. So I love that you're actually doing that. And tell us about and I want just to give a shout out to everybody that is live and commenting. I see you. I'm popping them up. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. So Patricia, tell us a little bit about conquering skills education, because you take it to another level, because you do TV, you do podcasting, you have books, you even have your own summit coming up, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. But you also hit the topic of conquering skills education. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Tina, my childhood, how I explain this is my childhood was more like most people couldn't conceive, let alone believe. It had to do with domestic abuse and situations, and it affected me well into adulthood. I had 3 failed marriages. I had to go through all of that and take the time then to finally learn to know, like, trust, and ultimately love myself. And that's when I started putting together the notes to make my book and put together my platform, because there were things that I needed to be able to bring myself together so that I could start building the life that I wanted to have. And that's where the Conquering Skills education came from. And that's where my book, Living Outside the Box, the Goal Achievement Strategist Guide to Reaching Your Full Potential came from, because it's all those pieces. The book talks about my philosophy on life is it's like a jigsaw puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
But when that puzzle is dumped out in front of us, we don't know what that picture on that box is supposed to look like. We don't know that, right? It's all because our life is like a collage of the different pictures of what we've been through in our lives to make us who we are today. And so the Conquering Skills education is all based upon all the things that I learned to be able to move forward. And the book is written as a tool for people to use to move forward. So,
I love the way you gave that analogy of our life is like a collage. I never thought about it in that sense, but now that you're saying it, that is so true. It's like different snippets of different things that changed our lives, either for the good or the bad, that shaped who we are. That is a beautiful analogy, a collage. I love that. All right, you guys, she has this Conquering School education, and many of us, we trying to overcome, and we have this baggage that we're not dealing with, and we're wondering why we stagnant, we can't move forward because we're still stuck in the past. Okay, and we have to address that. Felicia, she is all with you. Like, I love what she just said. Okay, so
and that's why my talk is retaking, reshaping, and remaking your future, because we need to retake it. We need to own it. And we need to realize where we are, because I'm the goal achievement strategist. I help to get people from where they are to where they want to be. But we got to know where we're starting from. So we need to own that. Then we need to reshape what we think that we have available to us, and then put together the plans to make it happen.
Show the book again, because I want them to see the whole cover. I want them to see it. And where can they get your book?
Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Books A Million, but Amazon is the easiest place to get it, and it's available in paperback and ebook.
I see that is a really healthy book. So you're going to get your money's worth, you guys. Like, that is a book that's really going to take you from the beginning to the end and help you work through. She's like giving you a roadmap of how to reshape your life.
There's actually, it's written as a tool. So at the end of each chapter, there's assignments for you to do. So I make you put on the big girl panties and get to work.
I love it. Okay. You got to get to work, people. And Patricia going to help you get to work. I love what you're talking about, because in the now, we're living in a moment in history where all of us are dealing with something because of the pandemic. So if you didn't have any problems or issues then, you definitely have something that you have to attend to now. So everybody needs this reshaping in some way, shape, or form, because we're all dealing with stuff.
And Tina, we all have baggage. We all have it. If somebody's saying they don't, they're full of it. We all have baggage, so we need to name it and claim it.
Yeah, in order for us to get past whatever it is, so that we can truly walk into what our purpose is. Because many of us, we're living day to day, but we're still in the past. We're still in the past. And I love the fact that you are actually helping, like you said, put on the big girl panties. You got to deal with it, so Patricia can help us reshape it.
Yeah, exactly.
we can move forward. So tell us about Patricia, because when we were talking before, you were saying about your summit, because you actually have, this is just not a one thing with this Rise Above. This is like a whole umbrella of amazing things that people can take a part of. So I want them to know how they can connect with you on all those facets. But sometimes ones want to connect with you on this, one wants to connect with you on that. So let them know the whole conglomerate of things of this Rise Above movement that you have created.
Okay, fantastic. If you go to patriciajogrover.com, that's my website. So you can go right to my website. Everything is there, and you can contact me through there, and everything right there. But I work with clients one-on-one, with groups, and I also have been hired by parents to work with their children as young as middle school. And I work with women and people once they've reached retirement, and now they have this they've had this hobby that now they want to turn into a business and make more money, and make some money so that they're able to enjoy their lives. So with the whole wide array of people with personal or professional needs. So my show, I started having guests come on and help me to be able to serve, because I have guests come on and share struggles they may have had in their personal or professional lives, and they tell how they, how they made it through, and or products or services that they offer to help somebody along that journey. Because I boldly confess, I don't have the answers in all 8 dimensions of life. With my summit, I have speakers come on and talk about topics in all 8 dimensions. So I have people come in and talk about physical, doctor related things, medical things. I have people come in and talk about financial things to help people raise their credit scores, and all the whole array of whatever affects us in our whole lives. So with the summit, and I do the summits now on a quarterly basis.
Okay.
Right. And so the anthology book series is just another way people that have been speakers on my summits can contribute chapters, so that people are getting that version, they're able to read, because some people do learn differently, some by reading, some by learning, some by listening, that whole thing. So it's just getting that out into people's hands to help them move forward and be able to achieve their own dreams and goals. And then came along the Rise Above project. And that's why I have the passion to serve, to help people to make better lives for themselves, for their children, because I myself, was a product of what domestic abuse can do.
I love how you're taking your pain and you turn it into purpose. Yeah. And you're not allowing your past to make you ashamed or embarrassed. Many times we go through traumas and different things in our life and we remain silent. We have those invisible, hidden struggles that we're ashamed to mention because we feel like it's going to demean us or how people are going to look. But I love how you are using that as a pillar to really, because you was able to be blessed enough to change your life. And now you're taking those skills and that fortitude and that tenacity that pretty much propelled you, and you created this movement. And now you're bringing others along the way, letting them see that, hey, yes, this did happen to me, but it's not taking over my life. I have control now, and you can do the same thing because you already been there and you already done that. I love being with people who already been there, done that. It's great to read a book. Books are amazing, but I want a book. I want some real life experience, because I need to see that if you're going to take me on this painful journey dealing with tapping into some things that I don't want to tap into, then we need the right one that know, like, hey, this is how it feels when you start tapping into this, because you're going to feel this anger, you're going to feel these emotions, but then you're going to have that control and you're going to be able to control it. So thank you for doing what you're doing. Thank you for building what you're doing, because in essence, I don't know if you claim this or not, if you say it, but in what I'm hearing, you're creating a movement.
Tina, at this point in my life, and I teach my clients this, and I want the whole world to learn how to do this. I choose to live my life purposely, joyfully, and gratefully. And to me, if I could draw circles, where those circles all meet in the middle, that's bliss. That's the sweet spot. And if I can throw in, I do bliss events. For women, I do the bliss retreat. For men, I do a bliss boot camp. For the LGBTQI community, I do finding bliss workshop. And then I have a bliss intensive. And a bliss event is where people come to learn to believe in themselves, love themselves, identify what's holding them back, set free what no longer serves them, and set course on achieving their dreams and goals.
Love it. Okay, you guys, I know you want to know more, but I'm not going to give you any more. If you want some more, you got to go on over to the WYNconferences.com and make sure to watch the amazing Patricia Joe. Make sure that you watch her, because she's going to have a presentation where she's going to go into deeper on her topic. And if you just cannot wait, because I know you can't, because you're eager, just hop on over to her website. Patricia, give it to them again so that they can hear it again, so they can go on over and visit your website.
PatriciaJoeGrover.com. And can I give a free gift?
Of course, we go.
Yes, if you're in the continental United States, text the word GOAL to 26786. And if you're outside the continental US, text it, the word goal, to 1-866-926-4020. You'll have stuff come right to your inbox, and you can end up getting a free 1-hour consultation with me.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for giving that free gift. You guys make sure to hop on over. And also, I don't know if you guys remember that she said this, but Patricia also has her own TV show and podcast as well. So for those of you who are looking to be featured on another TV show after you come on the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast, you hop on over. Go over there to see Patricia as well, because she has an amazing show as well. So Patricia, we'll definitely be staying in contact and talking after this is over with. But I just want to make sure that people understand that it's another TV show on the show today. Thank you so much for coming on, okay? Have a great, amazing rest of your day. And thank you for being a part of the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast. Bye. All right, you guys. That was amazing. I know we had some little tech dealing with the internet, but we was able to get through it because Patricia really has some amazing information on helping you reshape and reform and just get out of your own way, so to speak. And we have someone else back on the stage. They was actually going to be on a little bit later today, but I see them already in the backstage. And so we're going to bring her on. We're going to bring her on in a moment. Hello, everyone. Let me say hello to everyone. Issa Midnight, which is an amazing actor and celebrity, been on so many movies like The Transformers. I mean, so many. Lethal Weapon, all of that. So thank you for tuning in and watching us live. He said Patricia rocks. Have Felicia Golden Grimes that just got inducted with the Forbes Culture. We have a lot of big people. We have Thomas Anderson, which is amazing, computer repair person in the South Carolina. And we have Veronica, Virginia from South Carolina. We have Sandy all the way over there in Mississippi. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the show. She actually has her own show for individuals that have books and you want to share your book with audience. She has like a whole show that only features authors and their amazing books. So if you have a book, hop on over to Coffee's Chat with Sandy. All right. Y'all, thank you, Issa. Thank you, Issa. And congratulations on your new roles that you're going to be playing. I'll be watching. So on that moment, you guys, we're going to bring on, yes, our next guest. Her name is Olga Brooks. So we're going to bring her on right now. Hello, Olga. How are you?
Hi, everybody. I am great. I am in Arizona. Maybe I kind of mixed the time zone thing. I'm in Arizona on American, oh my goodness, Freedom Tour. It was amazing. It has been amazing. Tomorrow is another day. So we've been having amazing speakers here, and I am just working behind the lines. So that was my first time.
I'm excited to actually have you here. And yes, you're a speaker, and I love what you share because you're in health and wellness. You and I share some similarities with our children. We have a lot in common. I'm just so thankful for you. And you are originally from where? Because
I'm originally from Russia.
She's originally from Russia, but she's in the United States now. However, I wanted to give some accolades to everyone's home country, hometown, wherever you're from, to let you know that this conference is truly diverse and they have individuals from all over the world. We're coming together to share, great minds coming together to share all this information. And Olga is one of them. And you are talking about, which I love too. Everyone has some amazing topics. Just, I don't even know how I'm a co-host because I'm so interested in what y'all saying. Like, I want to just sit back and take notes. So you're going to be talking about healing through harmony. So what made you come up with that? And give us just a little taste over, because I want them to go on over to watch you.
Well, I had created my own quote, which I always like to pick and poke at the quotes around the world. But here's my own quote. Balance is an essence of harmony, but only through harmony you will find true happiness. See, sometimes in life we actually go to things a little bit backwards. So we're all striving to find balance. We're all trying to heal some physical aspects of us or some mental aspects of us, where in reality, when you create the wholeness, that harmony within, then the balance will come. And it would come actually naturally. To create harmony is a process, because there is a lot of learning about yourself. There are layers to peel off and heal, but there is a way to be in harmony with yourself, which means you're raising vibrations within, which means you don't get sick physically, you don't get sick emotionally. You can heal some physical aspects of you as well through harmony, and you can create a different life outside of you, just being in that harmonic state.
I love how you bring out, you said a point, and I love listening to the speakers and when you all actually talk, because sometimes you're so used to saying so many profound things, you don't even think about what you're saying, but I hear certain things. And I heard you say most of us, we're living our life backwards. Wow. That is true when you think about it.
Because we're chasing balance. We are chasing. Every day we have to balance so many things. While we're doing that, we're creating stress. While when we creating stress, we get physically and emotionally sick.
Yes. And see that harmony, what you was talking about, having that harmony, it actually assists us with not being sick, not being emotionally drained, not getting burned out, because once you start feeling yourself going off from being harmonized, you can pull yourself back and really say, "Oh, this is not working for me. This is not working for me." And sometimes, you guys, the best thing is just to say no. I know I'm a person. I had to learn this the hard way. Because I always like when someone comes ask me something, I'm like, yes, 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 yes. But for my self-care and well-being, speaking from my own experience, I had to learn to respectfully say no, not right now, because it was just too much. And so you have to learn to balance. So I love the fact that you're going to be bringing this to the forefront. And the thing is, everyone that was on the show today, all of you like piggyback off one another on what you offer. And all of this amazing stuff that you offer completes the photo. Because Patricia is really helping you just tap into and like, listen, you have to get rid of this. You have to learn how to deal with this baggage. You know, Leontine, she's dealing with the empty nester syndrome. Like we don't want to let go. Then we have Basuda, she's dealing with how to use the intellectual or the artificial intelligence in order to help make things better on a positive note for women and young girls. And then here you are helping us heal from within with being in harmony and balancing our life. And you know, as women,
so the most coolest the most coolest thing what I use as tools is, first, I love to work with energies. I love to get rid of all that residue of our lifetime, which is collected in our energy field as negative triggers, which we don't see them because it's energy, but they all come up when we deal with one or another situation which reminds us of those of that negativity we went through, starting with our mother's womb. We can pick up negativity from our mom's experiences while we're in mother's womb. So I do it through sound Reiki healing, which is an amazing, simple way where I am just a vessel and I clear out not only your negative experiences and those energies that come with that, but I disconnect and transmute those energies from those people you dealt with. So there would be total disconnect of all that negativity from you and from that another person, and like from the lifetime you had. So, which is amazing. I also find out the numbers of like how much negativity you had in life and how much we can get rid of it. So that is one thing. But also I went and I started study because I realized that when I do that, when I clear you out, you feel awesome. Shift happens right away in your life on whatever level, because look, all those negativities, all those energies, negative energies, there are somewhere in your energy grid. The way we have our toxicity in our physical system, the same we have it in our energy grid, which is all around us. You can believe it, you don't have to believe it, but that's the reality. The way we have physical body, we have also energetic bodies. This is what gives us life, because when the physical body stops to work, our spiritual body is out of this life. If you don't have the spiritual body, your physical body will not function also. So with that, I realized when I do that work with people, they go back into their mind, they go back into their brain. I teach them how to stay disconnected with the future negativity. I teach them how to create that protection and stay connected with themselves, with their own energy. So be sovereign in their own energies. But not many follow through, or those who had really dramatic experiences in life, they still tend to go back into their mind. So I started studying the mind, and I'm studying rapid transformational therapy, which is where you find out the exact reason why these things are physical things are happening to you, or mental things, or outside of you things are happening to you. For example, I thought I had migraines because of the hormonal changes every month. So I would get migraines every month at the same time, and I thought, well, it's all hormonal. Guess what? When I started looking deeply into that through rapid transformational therapy, I made it up when I was a teenager. I made myself a day where I can rest. So my subconscious mind made the decision and created specific days where I can just rest. Nobody can tell me, oh, you're not doing anything or you're not going anywhere. I would just say, I'm sorry, I have a migraine. And everybody would say, oh, yeah, go rest. That's what I created. So that's why I love to learn mind, because some things you would think it's hormonal, but in reality, it is all your subconscious. So I love to study subconscious. And I love to work with it and love helping people to find out why can't they lose weight? Why do they have bad relationships, or like any other things, addictions or anything? You can find it out through your subconscious mind. So
Okay, well, and true, if you change your mindset, you can actually change your life. A lot of us feel like our past experiences is cemented. No, we have in us the ability to change where we want to change. We just have to have the right tools, of course, and know what to do, because naturally we want to revert back to what we already know. It's
yeah.
even if it's painful, you want to, because it's common, you revert back to it. So you need someone to kind of help you work through it. So Olga, tell everyone how they can get in contact with you and connect with you for your services.
So if you go to the return to my feminine self today, you will be able to connect with me on social media. This is my website. You can also find me. I can give you the Instagram. It's the Return LLC. I do love that. That is my company is the return, which means the return to self, the return to that wholeness, the return to you, because we tend to look everything from the outside, but the reality is everything you need is already in you. So
Well, I know that everybody that have seen all of our amazing speakers from yesterday and also today, that you are definitely going to hop on over to WYNconferences.com and look to get you a ticket for the virtual aspect of it. This is actually taking place in Dubai. We're going to be tuned in from the virtual standpoint. You can actually be able to get all of their presentation in entirety. This was just a little taste of what they're going to give at this convention, at this conference. And I know that you're going to want to hear each and every detail. But the good thing is you can connect with them beforehand. Use that time to connect with them now. Go ahead and get yourself in because they're going to be booked. You know, the holiday's about to come up, so go ahead and get yourself in right now on these shows, in their programs, in their groups now. So thank you so much, Olga.
Thank you.
Thank you
And
so
it
much.
it is time to think about gifts. So if you heard and it's something resonates with your friends or families, please connect with us. That would be lovely.
Yes, listen, the best gift you can give anybody is the gift of self-care, the ability to let them be able to help and heal themselves. Because at the end of the day, a ring, jewelry, or anything else is not going to solve what's inside. I mean, it looks pretty, but you're still sad on the inside. So what I want is something that's going to help me with my well-being. It's my well-being.
Yes.
So thank you so much for coming on, sharing, and thank you so much for tuning in or coming in remotely from Arizona at another conference. Wow.
Yes, it was my pleasure. Thank you so much for being here, for listening, and for inviting me over. Thank you.
It was my pleasure. I'll talk to you later. Bye. All right, you guys, that was 4 amazing speakers, all of which are speaking to us about the common thread about working through our past in order to propel us to our future. They have so many different things that they actually offer to all of us in regards to their services, books, programs, summit opportunities, television opportunities, and so much more. So make sure that you connect with all of our amazing speakers that was on today and that was on yesterday and that will continue on this Tuesday. I am Coach Tina Ramsay, your certified VCM coach, helping entrepreneurs with visibility, connections, and monetization, and doing it all from the comfort of their homes. I absolutely love what I do, bringing together great minds, great individuals to come share, shine, and grow on the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast. So stay motivated and know that the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast, we got your back, and we'll come back with some more amazing people to keep you motivated. Talk to you later. To be a featured guest on our show, go to thetinaramsayshow.com. Come share, shine, and grow on the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast.